Good evening. My name is Candace Porter. I serve on the board of directors of the Heritage Senior Living Facility. While not a lifelong member of East Troy, I have lived here 40 years and raised 5 children in the community. I thank you, the Kiwanis Club, for re-electing me each time my name is brought forward. During my working years, I was a geriatric physical therapist in the Milwaukee area. Today, I am a trustee for a dear relative in a large Chicago independent living complex. Simply put, my vocation and now my life seems to be associated with senior living facilities. And soon I may be living in one myself. But let's talk about the Heritage. The facility recently celebrated its 20th anniversary. This facility was built for East Troy and its citizens. The Heritage Board has maintained a service mission to care for the residents of our area. Many of the original directors were the wisest, most generous leaders of East Troy. The mission of service has produced a loyal board who have remained constant in our commitment to this establishment. Our concern has been to accept individuals from all segments of this community. We feel we have served East Troy well. This award-winning facility has been managed by only 2 managers and a most loyal facility operations staff in its 20-year history. That continuity alone makes the Heritage so special. The relationship that develops due to the dedication of our hired managers is nearly unprecedented in this industry. When we say family, it is true in every sense of the word. Especially in this time of the pandemic, our residents feel they have a family caring for them when their real family possibly cannot visit. For our staff, this is not just a job, but it is caring for their own. We have been fortunate throughout all our hiring to find East Troy citizens to care for our East Troy Heritage family of residents. We know our neighbors in the area. We know the emergency medical personnel who take our loved ones when in crisis. We know our local contractors when we need to build, remodel, upgrade, or maintain. We serve East Troy. The Heritage is essentially 100% occupied 100% of the time. There is a joke that if you leave the Heritage on the 28th of the month, it's painted on the night of the 28th, a new refrigerator or a toilet is installed on the 29th, the contract is signed on the 30th, and you are in the facility on the 1st. That was a humorous attempt to say that the facility is well managed, well respected since we have a waiting list ready to move in, and well maintained to accommodate the most efficient changeover at the middle or the end of a month. The Heritage Board now finds itself in a unique position. While the first few years of running the new facility were challenging but worthwhile, in the past 10 years we have run at a profit, experienced unheard of vacancies, low vacancies that is, remodeled to keep the facility current and fresh, and provided the service that our initial mission statement declared. Thank you to those original leaders who had this vision. It is now with our steady, efficient operation that we have begun to discuss an expansion to address the future needs of the community. The change in style, affluence, and the expectations of this next generation who will enter senior facilities. The financial climate seems favorable for the board to investigate this expansion. Oakbrook Corporation, our management firm, has assured us that our current staffing assets can manage an additional 20 to 30 units. Our waiting list seems to indicate the same. The challenge to investigate will involve coordination with our neighbors on busy Highway 20. Involving our neighbors may provide additional value to the community as we look at added gathering and parking space close to the high school or Good Shepherd Church. To reiterate, the board is only prepared now to investigate formally the resources and the tasks to proceed. Finally, the board is asking for your blessing, since the facility still is associated so strongly with your name. We're not asking for funding, labor, or political assistance. We would like to inform you of our investigative next steps, knowing that the task may prove ultimately to be untimely, too costly, or simply beyond the board's collective resources to complete. Our mission has always been to serve. Now seems to be the time to look to the future, to determine if East Troy needs more from a board who has proven its ability to provide housing at a cost that permits our East Troy citizens to enjoy their later years with a community that they know and love. Thank you so much for your time, and good evening.